You need to. This is normal quadratic squared plus k. The y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is the normal format of a quadratic. Here we understood that c is the y-intercept, and a tells you if it's greater than 0, it's a minimum point, and a is less than 0, it's a maximum point. So this is board number 2.
Sir, you're
Board
lagging.
number 2. क्या कह रहे हो? क्या कह रहे हो आदिल? आदिल क्या कह रहे हो? आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Sir, you're lagging.
I'm lagging.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait a second for 2 seconds. How do you get internet here? ये नहीं चल रहा. नहीं चल रहा. Long नहीं आ रहा. Guys, I'm just changing internet connection, please. But you think add okay? Okay, you're back. अभी भी लो है क्या? क्या हो गया?
मोबाइल का वाईफाई भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ?
मोबाइल का वाईफाई भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा.
मोबाइल का
ये वहीं से चल रहा है.
आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. आवाज तो आ रही है.
अब बेहतर हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है? Is it better? क्यों नहीं काम कर रहा? Is it working? हाँ?
और इससे लाइट ऑफ.
Okay, अभी बेहतर हुआ है या नहीं हुआ है बेहतर? Is it
Yes,
better
sir.
or it's still lagging? Is it
Sir,
better or still
for me
lagging?
it isn't. Sir, for me it isn't lagging. I don't know about the others.
Sir, it isn't lagging for me either. Yeah, it's better now.
Okay, good enough. हो गया, सही हो गया. Anybody is lagging, just say yes, sir, it's lagging. Good. Because I just, इसके बाद मेरे पास और ऑप्शन नहीं है बेटा connections के. ठीक है, so this is a normal format of y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c. Y is equal to ax squared plus bx plus c is a normal format. A is the point which determines whether it's a maximum or a minimum. And C tells us the y-intercept. Online. Online ही करना. वापस आइएगा. दुनिया इंग्लिश ही बैठ जाए पढ़ाई के लिए. A is greater than 0 is minimum and A is less than 0 is maximum. And in this format, it actually tells, it also tells us the format where the line of symmetry is.
Sir, can you repeat what you just said?
Good question. I will repeat what I just said in a question. I am on example number 2, board number 3. Example number 2, page number 63 of the AdMath book. They gave us the question y is equal to 2 into x minus 1 whole thing squared plus 5. Everybody is supposed to put their pens down and observe. This is the format of a into x minus h whole thing squared plus k. This comes after completing the square method. Completing the square method which I teach in O levels now. Because it's part of the O level syllabus. In this question, we understand that a is equal to A is equal to 2, which is greater than 0, so it is the minimum. Minimum means it is a value. Minus h is equal to minus 0. Therefore, h is equal to 1. And k takes a value of plus 5. H comma k is the minimum point. That is 1 comma 5 is the minimum point. Okay. What does that mean? That means 1 comma 5 is the minimum point. It has to be a valley. 1 comma 5 is this point. I am able to sketch it without having to plot it. This graph y is equal to 2 into x minus 1 whole thing squared plus 5 is this. If I ask you what is the line of symmetry of this graph, you will say this is the line x is equal to 1. This is the line of symmetry. If I ask you what is the minimum point, you say minimum point is equal to 1 comma 5. If I ask you what is the minimum value of this graph, minimum value of this function, then you say the minimum value is 5, the y value. If I ask you further, where does this curve cut the y-axis? This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. Y-axis होता है x is equal to 0. Plug x 0 here. It becomes 0 minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 ka squared is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 plus 5 is 7. 0, comma 7. I want everybody to copy and do this, what I just did. Jaldi say, you got 1.5 minutes to do this. 1.5 minutes. Do this, I'll do it again. आसान है? Question number 9. And question number 8. 8 and 9. Jaldi se. 2 minutes. Page 30, page 67. Question 8 and 9. तुम दोनों सब लोग के लिए. करो अभी, डेढ़ो चार नहीं बनना. Anybody wants to copy board number 2? Anybody wants to copy board number 2? Please copy board number 2 right now. 8 and 9. This is board number 1. Copy board number 1 first. Then tell me, I'll shift it to board number 2. You copy board number 2. जी भैया सामने गलत 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 उसके लिए कह रहे हो ना, उसके लिए कह रहे हो ना. आप एक काम करें ना, आप 5 बजे तक आए, 5 बजे तक मुझे कॉल करें. मैं आपकी गाड़ी लेकर किसी के साथ भिजवाता हूँ और इसके जैसा चेकअप करा देते हैं. ठीक है, ओके, ताकि वो चेक करा लें. Good, 7 is good. Okay, price. Great. सही है. हाँ, लेकिन अभी आप डन नहीं कीजिएगा, रुक जाएगा जैसे. ठीक. ओके. Okay. Done. Bye. Board 1 copied? Has everybody copied board number 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Copy board number 2. Have you copied board number 2? Copy board number 2, please. Copy board number 3. Yeah, hello. What's up? Assalamualaikum, कैसे हैं आप? Happy birthday. Meet the cheese है पीछे बुखारी में. Okay, thank you. Okay, next. Now, what do you understand from this? That if you do it in the completing the square method, a quadratic in the completing the square method, you will always feel it helps. Let's do another example. The first example is 2x squared. Everybody's going to do it with me. This is board number 4. 2x squared plus 12x. अब जो मेथड मैं सिखा रहा हूँ वही करना है. 2x squared plus 12x plus 8. The first thing you can do is we need a format of a into x minus h whole thing squared plus k. This is my target. So I take 2 common. I get x squared plus 6x I leave the bracket and I get a plus 8. Now observe this very carefully. Instead of x squared, I write down x plus plus. Instead of 6, I write down 3. I do the expansion of this. I get x squared plus 6x plus 9. That's the rule. I need to replace x squared plus 6x. That's this part of the expansion by something that's in the power squares. So I send a 9 to this side. X plus 3 whole thing squared minus 9 is equal to x squared plus 6x. I'm going to circle this and I'm going to circle this. So that circle is going to be replaced by this circle. I write down 2 here because it's already got a sub bracket. I have to increase the bracket size. I do x plus 3 whole thing squared minus 9. The plus 8 is a constant, it remains there. I now multiply this by this. I get 2 times of x plus 3 whole thing squared. 2 times of minus 9 is minus 18 plus 8. 2 times of x plus 3 whole thing squared minus 10. Congratulations. It's in the format of a into x minus h whole thing squared plus k. Now I can simply say that a is equal to 2, which is greater than 0. So we know we're going to get a minimum or a value. Look here, h takes the value, minus h is equal to 3. Therefore, h is equal to minus 3. And k is equal to minus 10. So h comma k will become minus 3 comma minus 10. That's my minimum points. So I go here on the side and I plot this graph. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Minus 3 comma minus 10 is this point. The original was this. The original was this, in which C turns out to be 8. That means the curve crosses to the 8th mark, 0 comma 8. This is my graph. The most accurate graph without plotting it, without plotting. I'm going to do this question again. I have equation 2x squared plus 12x plus 8. If you're doing anything else right now, you should stop. I need the format of a into x minus h whole thing squared plus k. That's my target. I take the 2 common out from these two guys. I got x squared plus 6x and a plus 8 is a constant remains. I don't care about the constant. वो क्या बनता है? I want a format that says squared. I can't have this as squared. So what do? Is I write this down. Instead of x squared, I write down x. Instead of plus, I write down plus. Instead of 6, I write half of it, 3. And I square it. A plus b whole thing squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. It becomes x squared plus 6x plus 9. My target is to get this guy isolated and replace it by the squares. I send a 9 to this side. it becomes -9, and x squared plus 6x remains in a circle. This circle is now going to be replaced by this. This circle is now going to be replaced by this entire thing. I do 2, change my brackets because it's got a sub bracket as well. X plus 3 whole thing squared minus 9. This entire thing is this thing plus 8. 2 into x plus 3 whole thing squared, and 2 into minus 9 is minus 18 plus a 8 coming from here. 2 into x plus 3 whole thing squared minus 10. Congratulations. It's in the format of a into x minus h whole thing squared
Sir?
plus k.
Your
Dijan, am I going too fast? Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
A takes the value of 2, which is greater than 0, so it's a minimum point confirmed, a valley. H takes the value of minus 3, and K takes the value of minus 10. H comma K minus 3 comma minus 10 is the minimum points. Now I need to go to the curve and find where my minimum point can be. Minus 3 comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is my minimum point. And this is the ax squared plus bx plus c format. C is 8, so it passes to 0, 8. It's called the y-intercept. This is minus 3, minus 10. So if this function, if for example we have fx is given as 2x squared plus 12x plus 8, we could have written an fx as 2 times of x plus 3 whole thing squared minus 10. Same thing. This thing and this thing is the same thing. And then if I ask you, what is the line of symmetry? You say this is the line of symmetry, the vertical line. This line is x is equal to minus 3. What is the minimum value of the function? Minus 10. Minimum value of the function is minus 10. Ji Janu,
Sir, can I leave? I have a test right now.
chemistry ka, bio ka?
Yes, sir.
Hey, yaar.
Sir, me too.
Leave it. Who's that? Nadmeen also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Leave in 5 minutes. I'm doing another question and you leave. Okay? 5 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
3 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Done? I'm doing another question now. Y is equal to minus 4x squared plus 12x minus 9. I say y is equal to, I take minus 4 common, x squared minus 3x minus 9. I took 4 common from here and 4 common from here. I got this minus 4, okay? This guy has to be without anything. I look at this. I need to replace these guys. Instead of x squared, I write down x. Instead of minus, I write down minus. Instead of 3, I write down half of that. That's 3 over 2. Whole thing squared. When I do the expansion, I get x squared minus 3x. 3 over 2 by 3 over 2 is minus 3x. 3 over 2x minus 3 over 2x is minus 3x. Plus 9. Plus 9 over 4. Got it? Got it? Minus 3 over 2x minus 3 over 2x is minus 3x. Minus 6 over 2x is minus 3x. Plus 9 over 4. This is my target. I send this guy to the other side. X minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared minus 9 over 4 is equal to x squared minus 3x. This is my replacement. And I pick this up and plug it here. Minus 4, change the bracket. Change the bracket. I write down the entire thing here. X minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared minus 9 over 4 minus 9. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's minus 9. Okay. I open the bracket up. This goes with this minus 4 times of x minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared. Minus into minus is plus. 4 is a 9 minus 9. This becomes 9 and this is minus 9. Go chan. I got y is equal to minus 4 into x minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared plus 0. This is in the format of a into x minus h whole thing squared plus k. A is
Wait,
equal to
sir.
minus 4, which a is equal to minus 4, which is less than 0. Therefore, it's a max. H takes the value of 3 over 2 and k takes the value of 0. So 3 over 2 comma 0 is the maximum point. When I say it's the maximum point, it means this. 1, 2, 3 over 2. This is the maximum point. And the y-intercept was original equation in this format. C is equal to minus 9. It passes to the point minus 9. 0 comma minus 9. So automatically, what do we get? This is the graph that you get of this curve or this curve. This is the format. Y is equal to minus 4 into x minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared plus 0. So the maximum point is 0, maximum value. If I ask you what is the line of symmetry, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 over 2 comma 0. The line of symmetry is x is equal to 3 over 2.
Sir,
Exercise
one question.
4.1.
It's minus 9 upon 4, right? Hello, sir.
Yeah. Multiply by 4.
Yeah, multiplied by 4 minus 9
Multiply by
upon
4.
4.
It becomes minus plus.
Yeah.
Minus and minus become plus, and 4 into 4 is 9. And then a minus 9, it becomes 0.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Get it? Welcome. I know. ये confusion होती है. ये algebra करना पड़ता है. आपको side पे algebra करना पड़ता है. ठीक है? So I'd like you to, I'm giving you 3 questions for homework. Okay, 3 questions for homework. बता दे भाई. Number 1, 2x squared plus 12x plus 8. इसका आंसर है 2 into x plus 3 whole thing squared minus 10. Second wala, y is equal to minus 4x squared plus 12x minus 9. इसका आंसर है y is equal to minus 4 into x minus 3 over 2 whole thing squared plus 0. Third question, y is equal to 2x squared plus 4x minus 16. Copy this. इसका आंसर is y is equal to 2 into x minus plus 1 whole thing squared minus 18. Fourth question, y is equal to 2x into x minus 2 . You have to sketch it, all of them. Sketch, sketch, sketch. And number 5, y is equal to x plus 2 into 6 minus x. You got to sketch this too. Okay, this is your test. You'll be graded on this. Exercise 4.1, questions 1 से लेकर 3 तक. So not 1 से लेकर 3 तक. Question number 2 only. Question number 2. All parts. All parts. Start. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye bye, sir.